Hello, Nettles Island Church. We're coming to you today from Fairlawn Church in Fort Pierce, Florida. I'm Pastor Mark.
Pastor Mike.
Pastor Jimmy.
And we wanted to make this video today just to commemorate and honor the Burrsma family and Andy Burrsma and Pat, and just give our deepest condolences to everybody who was in ministry with him, his co-workers, whatnot, family members, people that knew him and were very, very close to him. So we knew that, well, I'll let you share why we were putting the video together.
Well, we were just kind of thinking of something that we can do to just honor Andy, and then also something for his church family. And I know Nettles Island is a big part of his family, so is Fairlawn, and I felt like the Burrsma family was a huge part of us here at Fairlawn, and we didn't really know what to do, so we thought of maybe a painting, maybe a plaque, and then Pastor Mark came up with the idea of a video. I thought that was perfect. So here we are. We thought who better to invite that knows Andy and how much he meant to Fairlawn Church more than Pastor Mike. So here he is.
Absolutely.
We only had to pay him $500.
Yes.
You know, part of it is he is Andy Burrsma, but he's also my uncle, and it is a loss for our family as well as it is for the church family at Nettles Island. One thing about the little bit of the history going back a few years, like 30, there was a young pastor that wound up beginning his ministry, and one of the first things that he did is he had a tent revival in a small church in Fort Pierce, and that church was Fairlawn, and that pastor was L.C. Campbell. So L.C. has always had a warm spot in his heart for Fairlawn, and when I became the pastor here at Fairlawn, my uncle paid attention and saw what we were doing and the outreach that we had. We were reaching out to the kids in our neighborhood that come from dysfunctional families and had ministries for them, trying to get them close to Jesus. And also had outreach to the homeless. We call it the Bridge Club. So we did a lot of work for needy people. And Uncle Andy said Nettles Island Church does a lot for supporting missions, even outside the country. But he saw what we were doing inside St. Lucie County. And he said, this is something that Nettles Island needs to partner with. And it was a neat relationship that developed over the years between Nettles Island Church and Fairlawn, because of not only LC, but also my Uncle Andy. It has been a great blessing for us over the years, as far as the support that came out of that, and the encouragement that Uncle Andy had for this ministry. And he will be greatly missed for all of us, and for me personally, because he is the last of that family, that generation. And it's been a tough thing for our family to lose someone this close and this special.
Yeah, absolutely. I know me and Pastor Jimmy have been here a little over 2 years now at Fairlawn, and LC and Andy, they didn't miss a beat when it came to when we would ask them to go out to lunch. Matter of fact, we scheduled a regular lunch date once a month to try to meet with LC, and a lot of times Andy would accompany us to that lunch, and it was just a pleasure to just get to know him, even though it was a brief period of time, just to hear his heart on different subjects, and just to see his wisdom come out in situations that we would talk about over lunch. So I know it impacted my life in the short time that I've got to know him and meet him, and I'm sure it did also with everybody else. We were all three always there meeting with these guys, and it was our privilege, it was our honor to be a part of that. So again, our deepest condolences.
One of the things that Uncle Andy enjoyed the most, as far as Fairlawn, is once a year we had him preach here. And he would come by and get all excited, coming up with a sermon. He would work on it for weeks. And it was one of these things that, as far as a pastor being humbled, after the sermon was done, the congregation would come up to me and says, "When can we have him back?" So, but it was always a good thing. Uncle Andy was one of these people that always had a joke, always had a smile, and always made you feel welcome. And I know he'll be greatly missed also at Neville's Island.